it is important not to forget to ask for the uh, correct names in English if you translate from Ukrainian into English uh, by the international passport. For the name is written in differently in our translated document and in the international passport, that it may cause some problems to the person. Each document uh, is somebody's life, and usually people translate these documents for some reason, to use these documents abroad and to live, study, work. And there are so many examples when incorrect translation caused some problems for a person when they lived in another country. So names, we should also pay attention to all the figures, all the dates, and serial numbers of documents. One more small project I would like to speak about is the medical assessment or any other medical document like extracts from the records, medical records, or any kind of reference documents, test results, and so on. Usually this type of translation is not paid enough, because if we look at the time spent on double checking everything and consulting and so on, this brings us to a very high price, which is usually difficult to charge the client, especially if we're talking about some people in a complicated situation when they or their relatives are ill. But actually, it is worth doing. It is interesting, and you help people. And anyway, it needs to be done. The next type of small projects, and they are abstracts to research papers. And I would like to say that this type of translation assignments is also not easy, because it is a short text. Usually if we translate from Ukrainian, the style is different from the style of research papers in English. We don't have enough context to understand what the paper itself tells about. So abstract is a very short piece of text, and usually I ask for the paper in full to be able to understand deeply enough what the article or the paper is about. There are other small texts that people ask to translate, and there are some advertisements, some promotional texts, some texts for the website content, and each of them have their own difficulties and challenges. I always remember that these small translations come from people who, if they are new clients, then most likely they will come to me again when they have some big projects, some big translations to do. And if they are regular clients, I always try to help them, for them not to look for another translator.